Hey y'all, this is Kim with Creative Escapades. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. Let's jump right into our video and see what we can create. For today's custom tumbler, my customer wanted shades of pink and blues, more turquoise really than just light blues, and some gold and some white. So I cleaned the cup and then I used spray paint in teal and in bright pink, and then I went over it and just lightly hit it with some white to mute the undercoat a little bit. The colors of glitter that I'm going to be using is this custom mix that I did myself, and I took Iridescent chunky and fine white and just mixed it with some turquoise alcohol ink, and then I made a lighter shade of it by using less alcohol. And then for the pink I used this bright pink here, and then I mixed it with some white and then hit it with some magenta alcohol inks. And so I'm going to use that, then I'll use the regular pink, and then this right here is a very light pink. And you can see there. And all of this glitter here came from Hobby Lobby, and then this is the white I'm going to be using. It is from Spin It, so that's from Michael's. And then I have this 24 karat glitter that I'm not sure that I'm going to use that gold glitter, but I may just use some mica powders once I get all the glitter on and put the top layer of resin over that, but we'll see. So I'm going to reverse my turner, and then I have my resin ready, and I have 20 mils of Faux Rizzle mixed up. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, and I'm just putting a little bit on the cup at a time and then making sure that it covers the entire surface of the cup from the very top edge to the bottom and over onto the bottom part of the cup. And then I'm just going to start sprinkling glitter, and I'm starting with my lightest color first. I'm putting the white down, and then I'm going to speed this up so that you don't have to watch me do all this forever, because it does take quite a bit of time. But start with the white, and then I will go with the light pink next. And then after I get the light pink on, I will come back with the darker pink. And this is just sprinkling this straight out of the jar. And this is just the fine glitter. And then I'll come in with the glitter that I mixed in with the magenta alcohol inks. And I'm just spooning that on there. And I'm not really trying to be precise of where I get it. I'm just wanting to make sure I cover all the area. I have a catcher paper underneath, and I'm not changing it out each time I sprinkle this on there. I'm going to just use that as a custom mix on something else. And now I'm going in with the light colored turquoise. Just getting it in over the blue where it will darken it. And then I'm coming in with the darker turquoise that has the chunky in it. And I'm just sprinkling it in as much as I can over the blue as well. If it gets on the pink, I'm not worried about it. It's all going to look gorgeous when it gets finished. And then once I get all the glitter on there, then I will come back and just lightly tap the glitter and press it down into the resin to make sure that I get as smooth a surface as I can with this layer of glitter, and that way it will prevent me from having to sand too much. Right here is where I start just tapping it, especially around the top edge of the cup and around the base of the cup. You don't want to have a whole lot of glitter poking up there, because then you really will have to sand. And if I do sand, I always use the 400 grit paper, and it's a wet sandpaper, and I wet my cup, wet the sandpaper, and then just lightly go over the entire surface of the cup, and it knocks off any of the rough edges, and I don't have a lot of resin dust when I use the wet sanding paper, which is beneficial, I think. And then I do a warm water and dish soap cleaning on it, and then it's ready for its next layer. So now I'm just going back in any place where I see that needs a little bit more glitter, to make sure that the resin is completely covered, and just, it looks like I'm brushing it, but I'm really not. I'm just gently paddling it. I just sped the video up. And now I'm taking the little spoon that I used, and I'm just scooping the glitter that's on the catch paper below, and just kind of throwing it up onto the bottom where the resin is and getting that covered. I'm not worried about it being mixed. I think it looks good. Kind of just brings the cup all together. And then I'm going to clean up this excess glitter and come back with my heat gun and run it over the surface just a little bit. Don't want to melt my glitter, but I do want to make sure that it is all laying flat on the surface of the resin, so that it will keep me from having to sand, if at all. And then I'm going to let it turn overnight, and then put another 20 mils of Faux Rizzle on it, and then I'll bring you back for the finished product. And here it is. It's 48 hours later, and it's had its coat over the glitter, and it is so pretty. All that sparkle. I did not put any gold on this, because as it was curing, I was seeing that glimmer of gold that was in with the glitter, and I just didn't think it needed any more of it. It had that hint there, and I just love it. Doesn't really matter which way you turn it, and I love the bottom of this, that swirl that is on the bottom. It's so pretty. Just got to add the name or the monogram, whichever the customer wants to put on there, and put the last coat of resin, and this one will be ready to go to its new home. Just look at that sparkle. I love it. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. If you have, please click like and share. If you have any comments or questions, you know, I always love to hear your feedback, so leave that below. And the description for everything that I used will be below the video in the description box. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, let me invite you to do so now. And if you ring that bell, you'll get notified when I upload my next project and all other future videos. And I want to thank you for joining me on this one. I appreciate the time that you put into watching what I create, and sharing, liking, commenting. All that helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. So thanks for joining me again, and I hope to see you in my next creative escapade. Bye bye for now.